form Jasprit Bumrah, the form that he is enjoying right now, when you look at what he bowled today, statistically, this was his worst in this World Cup so far, and he still took 1 wicket, gave away 29 runs. That speaks volume of how great he has been, Shoaib, in this World Cup. And somebody like Siraj is sitting out on the bench. I mean, what do you do when you're facing an attack like that?
When you have clarity, when you have a great intention, who picked these fast bowlers? Obviously the captain, right? Who made this fast bowler? Harshdeep went through the bad patch of his career last year, right? They backed him up, they bring him back, gave him the confidence, they started delivering it. Who made this team? It was presented to Rohit Sharma. Out of 25 people, you picked 15 out of them. This is the direct choices of Rohit Sharma. I think Jasprit Bumrah is just a gift to Rohit Sharma. You can count on him. You can utilize him the way he utilized him. That is fantastic. He goes out there, bowler with the newer ball. He can bowl with the older ball. He can reverse the ball. He can york the ball. You know, he's off the length. He's very fast. It's just like a great captaincy, I think, by picking up the right people. यार proper cricketer pick किए हैं उसने, proper fast bowler pick किए हैं उसने, proper spinner pick किए हैं. Thank God for that. He actually not relying on Jadeja anymore. I thought he should have come earlier than Stoinis. Could have changed the game. But having said that, India was way too good. India knew it. They had the total in their hands. All they have to do is just a bit of tricks on the trades.
Look, 205 wasn't a lot of scoreboard pressure, Marty, but there were moments in partnerships. I mean, Travis Head and Mitch Marsh together were looking brilliant, and then Glenn Maxwell came in and was smoking them as well. You just thought, whilst Travis Head and Marsh were in there as well, that perhaps it could be chased down. They were sticking with that run rate, even though it was lofty, over 10 and over from the word go. What did you think about how Australia paced their chase?
Yeah, they never let the run rate get out of hand. Those two were specifically up with it. They were going well. I think they were over probably about around a 9.5 and over for their partnership, and they were making it look relatively easy. And then obviously just a fantastic catch on the boundary from Akshar Patel. How many times have you seen those get tipped over and they go for 6, or they drop down, and it's a completely different ball game from there. But no, fantastic catch. But yeah, that partnership was really key, and it's a pity that they couldn't just quite get one more to go through and really set the game up. They had glimpses, definitely. I mean, Maxi came in and played a pretty good hand there. He'd be kicking himself in the way he got out and wanting to, set the innings up and actually see it off as well. So a couple of key moments there that, Australia didn't quite nail and India did. So, hats off to India.
It was set up for a big show and just fell short. And
yeah, circling back to, again, Rohit Sharma as a captain, how fortunate is he, Yunus, as a captain? एक तो as a batter अब उनकी form जिस तरह चल गई है इस World Cup में, he is unstoppable. But as a captain, how lucky he is to have 6 proper bowlers with him to utilize, to bring in as the match goes according to the situation. And then Arshdeep Singh, जिस तरह का उनके करियर का स्टार्ट हुआ था, अब उनको और ज़्यादा जिम्मेदारी दे रहे हैं रोहित शर्मा at the most crucial moments of the game, and he has been delivering. What a spell again by him today, 4 overs, 3 wickets, giving away 37 runs. How will you assess the way Rohit Sharma has been using his bowlers, particularly Arshdeep Singh?
या अर्शदीप सिंह की जो आपने पहले भी बात की है कि अमेजिंग है. देखिए, कुछ बॉलर्स होते हैं जो आके नए बॉल से बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, या कुछ बॉलर ऐसे होते हैं जो कि डेप्थ में बॉल अच्छी करते हैं, कुछ मिडल्स में अच्छे करते हैं. लेकिन मैंने उनकी बॉलिंग देखी है, बुमराह के बाद इस लाइन में देखें, ख़ास तौर पे जब वो नए उनके बॉल होता है तो वो उनकी वेरिएशन बहुत ज़बरदस्त है और सीम अप बॉल करते हैं. और जब ये आखिर में आते हैं और ये ख़ास तौर पे जब ये 17 या 18 ओवर करने आते हैं तो उस वक्त अगर इनको हल्की सी भी रिवर्स स्विंग मिल रही होती है तो ये स्टम्प्स को कहीं भी नहीं छोड़ते. और इनके ख़िलाफ़ शॉट्स की एग्जीक्यूशन करना इतना आसान नहीं है, क्योंकि इनके पास स्पेस मौजूद है, वैरायटी मौजूद है. और ये जो यॉर्कर्स करते हैं, आपने देखा ट्रेविस हेड ने वो जो 1 ओवर करने आए हैं, बहुत कोशिश की कि उन्होंने रूम भी दिया उनको, किसी तरह वो शॉट खेले, लेकिन नहीं, वो इतनी ज़बरदस्त स्टम्प टू स्टम्प बॉल कर रहे थे और कहीं से वो लेंथ उनके आगे पीछे नहीं होती. बहुत ज़्यादा मैं कह सकता हूँ रिलीफ है रोहित शर्मा के लिए कि वो नए बॉल से आते हैं, नए बॉल्स के उनके पास बॉलर्स हैं। फिर जब वो बीच में उनकी स्पिन अटैक की बात करें तो वहाँ पे आते हैं। और अभी तो जडेजा भी ऑन नहीं हुए हैं। अगर हम उनकी पास की परफॉर्मेंसेस देखें तो वो उनसे वो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं आ रही होती हैं। अगर वो भी कहीं से चिप इन करें एक दो विकटें तो मेरे ख्याल से ये तो ऑन द डे जो है ना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा। अगर ये किसी कोई बैटिंग पिच पे 170 180 भी करते हैं और कहीं उनकी बैटिंग कोलैप्स होती है और जिस दिन जडेजा भी बॉल करेंगे अच्छी तो वो भी उसको डिफेंड कर सकते हैं। मेरे ख्याल से इनके पास ये वैरायटी है कि इनके पास जो हम बात करते हैं कि आपको मैचेस ज़्यादातर आप बॉलिंग से ही जिताते हो। इनके पास स्पिन वहाँ पे मौजूद है, इनके पास फास्ट बॉलर मौजूद है और वो ऐसे सिर्फ खानापुरी के लिए नहीं है, वो आते हैं वो सब मैच विनर हैं। मेरे ख्याल से ये बड़ा लग्जरी है उनके पास।
और जो
He's relying on Kuldeep. He's a match winner.
It's nice to see Bumrah with the new ball
Yeah.
as well. He was a little bit more expensive than we're used to seeing him. He's been so miserly this entire T20 World Cup. But Travis Head was getting off to an absolute flyer. They needed to get him out. So Rohit Sharma, who does he go to? He goes to the spearhead of his attack, the man he can rely on to get the job done. And it was Bumrah who did manage to get him out. But as we relive his innings, Mohammad Hafiz, he was looking like he could be the guy to have a Rohit Sharma-esque innings to take Australia to that victory. 76 of 43. Looking at some of the highlights now, 9 boundaries, 4 sixes. It was
He's
something
again one of the
special.
guy at international level. When he came earlier in his career, he was not sure about his role. And he was a bit confused as a batsman that which way he has to go. And then he decided to take the aggressive option in his game. In test cricket, in one-day cricket, he developed those shots within himself which was never been seen before. So I think as a cricketer, he understood the requirement of the international cricket. He given himself enough confidence to back himself with that talent. And you know, executing these shots all the way in his innings. This is the way he plays in the last 1.5 years. I watched him in the last 1.5 years. He's been playing this way no matter which condition he received. So this is a special talent he's producing within himself and trying to execute in the best possible way. And you know, today his innings was basically could be a difference because he was hitting the ball all over the ground. Unfortunately, no one else given that much support to him. Otherwise, it could have been a different story. But you know, overall, his own innings impressed me the most in the last 3 or 4 years of international cricket. He along with Rohit Sharma impressed me the most, the way they evolve with the game of cricket.
As T20 cricket's evolved and we're expecting more and more from particularly our top order, we want strike rates that are in excess of 150, 160 consistently. And Travis Head is able to consistently put those performances on the board. Eunice, he was so good again today. You just thought had he managed to hold his bat a little bit longer through the innings, maybe Australia could have gotten the job done. What did you enjoy about what he brought to the table today?
He could, but at that time the asking rate is like 13 or 14, so he should go after the bowlers. But amazing, he's an amazing player. The way he changed his game, not only in the T20, his inning in the finals, it was amazing. You know, he's enjoyed the big stages, and he was there, but there was no other batter to support him. So I think sometime if you chasing
Big total.
yeah, especially the big total, one of your guys should be there till end, but the support should be there. So, but there was no support from the other batter, but he plays amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, scoreboard pressure just too much today, Marty. But just before we head off to a really quick break, what impresses you about Travis Head and how consistent he's able to be in all formats of the game now, opening the batting?
He's just got that intent now. I don't think he had that previously in his career, and he's gone away. You know, I played with him at Worcestershire and county cricket, going back a few years now. But you know, he's a different batter now. You know, he's evolved his game. He's changed the way he thinks about batting. He wants to go out and actually take the game to the bowlers now, and especially in red ball cricket, he scores at such a rate, and he scores in difficult areas to defend. That the run rate can just get away on you as a fielding side. So I like the way what he's done and been able to change his game and to change his intent and thinking about batting. So he's done extremely well and in quite a short amount of time as well. It's really come on, and you know, look what he did in the World Test Championship final, the World Cup final last year, and what he's been able to do in the World Cup so far here.
Right. Well, England are facing India in that first semi-final. It's going to be a proper contest because from the form that we've seen some of the English players pick up, especially in the last couple of games, it's going to be an even contest. But India right now, they just look too good on paper, too good out on the field, not giving away any chances. And of course, an all-round performance from them with the bat, with the ball and in the field. And of course, that spectacular leadership by Rohit Sharma. So they aren't putting a foot wrong here, Erin, but against England, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the defending champions can do to face India, especially in Guyana, with what we know about about those conditions. It could be a good one if we see some runs being scored. So all in all, let's see what's in store for us. And as far as Australia are concerned, well, you will have to wait just a few more hours to see what their fate will be.
Come on, Bangladesh. Come on, Tigers. But yeah, this is a really interesting part now. This is where tournament play comes into it. Can India get through the roadblocks of previous World Cup encounters and get the job done? Remains to be seen. They're absolutely looking like the team to beat. On paper, though, at the moment, undefeated, like South Africa. So let's see who it will be. Off to a very short break here, though, on HMR Waterfront presents Game on Hair. We'll look ahead to the all-important clash now if you're an Aussie fan. Afghanistan taking on Bangladesh. That's on at 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll preview that on the other side of the break.